Well, happening this morning, Black-owned business leaders in Portland are set to meet to discuss the state of Oregon's Black economy.
I'll be moderating the forum. Leaders will explore issues and solutions to future business growth. And joining us live is the Executive Director of the Black Business Association of Oregon, Lance Randall. Good morning. I'll be seeing you a little later on this morning.
Good morning. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, tell us about today's forum. What's the importance of it?
Well, the importance of today's forum is to give an update on the status of the Black economic prosperity agenda, and also to give you an update of some of the activities the Black Business Association of Oregon have achieved over the last year or so.
As we look at the last few years, we really saw, particularly during the pandemic, how much harder BIPOC folks were affected in terms of the economy, the hit to businesses, to personal finances. What are some of the solutions as you look ahead, not only for future growth, but really for kind of getting over the hump of some of the hardships we saw during the pandemic?
Well, what we've noticed because of the pandemic, a lot of Black-owned businesses have really struggled, and then there are a lot of Black people in the state in general who lost their jobs, so they decided to be entrepreneurs. So what we're trying to do is retain the businesses that stayed in place throughout the pandemic, and we also want to help those entrepreneurs who have just decided to start their own businesses be successful in doing that. So we're trying to use the best practices of economic development to make sure that Black businesses can grow and expand, and also to make sure our entrepreneurs get a good, strong, sound footing as they get going with their business.
Yeah, let's dig deeper into that. How can not only the public, but your organization, the Black Business Association of Oregon, help Black-owned businesses prosper?
Well, I tell you, the main thing that people can do, and this is everyone, is to patronize these Black-owned businesses. We have great businesses with good products and services. They're very competitive when it comes to pricing. And I think that if we just take time to do a little research to see what Black businesses we have in the state and what they do, you'll be very pleased with what you get from these businesses. And I also encourage people to refer their friends and families and other acquaintances to Black businesses if they need any services or products. This is the great start to make sure that we're doing what we can to help them. And then just making sure we support them, make sure they feel as though they are a very important part of the economy, which we are. And we do want to help bring Portland back and the state back from the pandemic. So we want to do our part, but we also want people to help us be able to have viable businesses.
We know that Senator Merkley will be making an appearance this morning at the breakfast. What can you hope to gain from federal lawmakers and from state and local leaders, the legislative support? Is there more that can be done to really help bolster these businesses?
Well, Black people pay taxes as well as everybody else, and so do Black businesses. And I think it's important for us to get a return on the investment of taxes that we pay to the federal and the local government, where they allow some of that money to come back to our community so that we can use it to continue to grow our businesses to help our community. And we want to contribute more taxes. That's part of the reason why we want to stand up more Black businesses to make them stronger and viable, so that we can contribute more and get more return back on the dollars that we invest when it comes to taxes.
Is there a guide or a place where people can go to find out what the Black businesses are, so people can go patronize knowing that it's a Black-owned business?
Yes, if you go to bbaoregon.org, we have a wonderful website that has a lot of good information, and it talks a lot about things that we're doing to try to help Black businesses across the state. And I would like to say that this effort is just not for Black people to try to do it by themselves. We need everyone around the state, from all backgrounds, all ethnic groups, to help us with this effort to grow Black businesses, because we want to be partners, we want to be contributors, and we want to create jobs. We just want to be an integral part of the economy. So go to bbaoregon.org and see what we do, and reach out to me directly. I would love to hear from people.
All right. Thank you, Lance Randall. Thank you for joining us on AM Extra. Look forward to moderating the forum later on this morning.
Thanks for the opportunity.
All right. And to support the Black Business Association of Oregon, go to bbaoregon.org.